Welcome back to the Dragon Den. My loyal Dragonites, King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Loose Collector 1/12 Collection Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, Vampirella. So here we have a look at the Big Bad Toy Store Vampirella, and does she look incredibly gorgeous? But before we have a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at her accessories. Vampirella does come with two very well designed head sculpts, as well as several different hands for style posing and holding weapons. She does come with two daggers as well as her bat, and finally she does come with her cape. So overall a decent set of accessories here for Vampirella. With that out of the way, let's move on to her details. This Vampirella is essentially the exact same figure that we had a look at recently, with some major differences being the bloodied up accessories as well as her wearing a black outfit. Her head sculpt has some impressive paintwork, which I really do love that. Instead of having green eyes, Vampirella does have her vampiric red eyes. Vampirella also traded out her lipstick for some actual human blood. I love the painted detail around her mouth, signifying that she did drain somebody of their precious life force. Another major difference between the Vampirellas is that her slingshot bikini is done in this really nice black paint. Once again, her chest is sculpted really nicely with some anatomically correct sculpting. And she's still wearing that exact same collar piece that we saw in the original figure. She does have some gold braces on either side of her arm, which is sculpted really nicely. The sculpts are asymmetrical, so the left arm is going to be different from the right arm. She's also wearing gold bracelets on either wrist, which look really nice, and just like with her braces, they are asymmetrical. An added detail to her hands is that her clawing hands are covered in blood. It's a really nice detail that separates this version from that previous release. I do like the fact that her gold insignia does a better job standing out along the black bikini. And just like with that previous figure, it is rather revealing, so there are some parts sculpted that do look really nice. Her legs are practically bare, with nothing from her hips all the way down to her boots. And just like with Purgatory, she is sharing some parts from the Lady Death figure. Particularly just the upper part of her knee and kneecap are reused. Her calves are her own sculpt, which looks really nice. There is a sculpted lip for her boot, which is done in this really nice black paint. However, her boot is rather plain because there's no wrinkles or folds anywhere on the boot except for her foot. And her foot is reused from that Lady Death figure, so it does have some slight detailing on the toes. Once again, the paint job here on her skin is done exceptionally well, with some really nice shading throughout it. The black outfit and the added blood paint detail do a really good job differentiating this version from her previous release. She's still sculpted to perfection, which is one thing I'm really happy about. So with her detail out of the way, let's get a compare to our usual suspects. Here we have Vampirella posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and DC Multiverse Superman. Mattel's WWE Elite Series and Mezco's 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. The Lightning Collection White Ranger and the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally we have Vampirella posed next to several other Loose Collector action figure lines. And for one final comparison, here we do have the Big Bad Toy Store Vampirella posed next to the standard Vampirella. So overall she will scale nicely to the rest of your 6-inch collection. Though she's not true 1/12 scale, she does do a really good job lining up with domestic releases. So with her comparisons out of the way, let's move on to her articulation. Vampirella has a double ball joint in the head, arms go out to the side and do a full 360, swivel at her bicep and a single bend in the elbow, swivel hinge at the wrist, double ball joint in her upper torso, legs kick forward, go back, out to the side and swivel above the knee, double bend in her knee, hinge in the ankle and forward facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, Vampirella has a pretty decent articulation setup. Though it could be a little bit better in other parts, it does work for the character. So with everything said and done, let's have a final look at the Big Bad Toy Store Vampirella. The Loose Collector Big Bad Toy Store Vampirella is a very beautiful figure. Though she does come with the exact same accessories, I do like the added blood work to the hands and her mouth. It's a really nice touch that does give this figure a little bit of difference from that previous figure. Add to it, I think the black outfit stands out a little bit better than the red. But it is essentially the exact same figure with the exact same accessories, so if that's something you're not a fan of, you're probably not going to like this figure. However, the added paintwork on those accessories and the black does a really good job making her stand out from other figures, so I do think she's worth the pickup if you're a fan of Vampirella. The original Vampirella was available on other websites like Loose Collector and Executive Replicas, but this version is exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store. So if you prefer your Vampirella wearing black, the only way to get her is to order her off Big Bad Toy Store. If you're a fan of the character and you really do want a second version of Vampirella, I really do say pick this figure up. However, if you're not into repaints, I can see a lot of people passing on this character. It's really up to you which preference you prefer, whether you like her in red or black, or you need both of them. Definitely check out Vampirella. So with that being said, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other Loose Collector video reviews. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my fellow Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm KingofDragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.